Okay, thank you. So here we will start the combinational logic circuits. So here the combinational logic is important because everywhere means whatever circuit we are using for our means design, means blocks or chips, whatever, the most of the things are combinational circuits. Okay. So we need to learn about what is combinational circuit, how we will design that, what is the characteristics, what is the advantage, disadvantage, what are the design styles also for that combinational. So all these things we'll study here. So first of all, you should know what is combinational circuit. Okay, combinational logic. So in combinational logic, suppose this is a black box. We will say that this is a combinational. This is combinational logic circuits. Okay. So inside this, whatever the circuit, maybe inverter or NAND gate, NOR gate, MOX, XOR, whatever the adder, multiplier, whatever. But there is some one input or multiple inputs are there, and simultaneously we will get an output. So this output only depends upon this input. Okay. So that is the combination. There is no feedback, nothing. So whatever the output, that is only depends upon this input only. Okay. That present input. There is no feedback, no past input, nothing. So whatever the input you will give, according to that, the function, according to the function or the circuit configuration, you will get the output. So that is the combinational circuit. Okay. So there are different type of styles, different styles means different circuit styles are there to make a combinational cell. Sometimes you can say so received logic. This is one type of combinational logic style. Second is that complement CPL or complementary pass transistor logic, or you can say pass gate logic. Okay, that is one logic. Third is that CMOS. Okay, so particularly these three logic styles are there. You can use this any one of this style. You can design your combinational circuits. Okay, so in ratioed logic, there is means it is completely different than that CMOS logic, because in CMOS, though it's complementary, so one part is there that is combined of PMOSes, another is NMOSes. Okay, so the number of NMOSes is equal to the number of PMOSes in CMOS logic. But here in the ratio logic, so the PMOS part, okay, that pull up part, that is PMOS, only one MOSFET is there. That is the NMOS is there, that is always connected to, or PMOS is there, that is always connected to ground. Okay, so already we have discussed in our past session, that is inverter static characteristics, that MOSFET, that inverter using that MOSFET load. Okay, so that is the ratio logic. So only one component will be used for means PMOS part, but others, that how many numbers of that is required, that will be used in the NMOS part. Okay, so this is one type. And the sparse gate is also, this is for high performance operation. Generally pass transistor logic is used, but here we will discuss the CMOS logic. Okay, here CMOS, we will use CMOS because there are a lot of advantages of CMOS. So all the advantages we have seen, that is, it is the power consumption is less. Okay, also it is compact also. Okay, compact, noise margin also good noise margin, less power consumption. Okay, it is compact, robustness, all these advantages we are getting from CMOS logic. So that's why for our combinational logic we will discuss the CMOS part here. Okay, so here you can see okay, so this is your combinational circuit, you can see. So here So here you can see. So this is your combination. So number of inputs are there. So it may be a single inverter or multiple inputs. Okay, suppose it's an inverter, you will give a single input. But if it's not an inverter like AND gate, NOR gate or MOX, so you can give multiple inputs. Okay, depends upon that circuit configuration, you have to give the inputs. Okay, either it's a complex logic, that means AOI or OAI. So in that case, you have to give multiple inputs. And also in output, sometimes you will get single output or multiple outputs. Okay, so this is the combinational circuit, and all time that output will always depends upon the input. Okay, that present input. Okay, so this combinational circuit, as I said, it may be from inverter to multiplier. Okay, so you can say it's a NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR, XNOR, MOX, adder, at half adder, full adder. Okay, so whatever the circuit, that output will depends the present input only. So that is comes under that combinational logic. Okay, so these are the examples of the combinational logic. Okay, so already said why the static CMOS circuit is it's important, because these are the few advantages, that robustness, good performance, good noise margin, low power consumption, all these things we are getting from this static CMOS design. So that's why we'll use this CMOS design style for our combinational circuits. Okay.
Sir, what is robustness?
Robustness means for an inverter, suppose this is a CMOS inverter. So you can see, so this output, okay, this output is not depends upon this size. Whatever the size you will give, okay, that means it's 0 means it will come 1. Okay, that means it's not depends on, even if in minimum size, that we will get the output, perfect output. So that is generally called robustness. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And so next thing is, so these are the complementary MOS characteristics. You can see here. A static CMOS is a combination of two things, that is PUN and PDN. Okay, so here in the bottom I have given a figure that PUN, this is PUN is equal to, you can say it's a pool of network. Okay, and PDN is equal to pull down network. So here pull up network means it will pull up. Up means your rail to rail swing. Generally, you know what is rail to rail swing. Suppose this is the railway track. Okay, generally you can say rail to rail swing. That means this is your VDD, this is your ground. Okay, if your output swing is rail to rail, that means in your static characteristics whatever, this is VDD, this is that VOH and VOL. Okay, so output swing is from VDD to ground, that is rail to rail swing. This is VDD and this is called rail to rail swing. So here the PUN, pull up network, it will pull up. That means suppose any circuit is there, so this is your output. So here the PMOS part are there, this is NMOS. Generally it is called PDN and this is called PUN. Okay, this is connected to VDD and this is connected to ground. Okay, so this output, when this output will be VDD. So I don't know where at this point, but when it will come to VDD, that means it will pull up, and that will happen only because these devices. Because if these devices will on, okay, So these are the PMOSes. If this device is fully on, so that VDD will directly connect to this part. That means these devices is called pool of devices or pool of network that is responsible to make the output to off or VDD. Okay. Similarly, this pull down network, that means it will down to 0. It will pull down that output. Suppose this output is in VDD. So when this network, these are the nothing but that combination of the NMOSes. Okay. So when NMOSes will be on, so this path will short. That means this voltage will be 0. That it will be pulled down. So that's why generally we will say that this pull up network, this is pull down network, because this devices is responsible to make this node to 0, and this device is responsible to make this node to VDD. Okay. So this will off to VDD, this will down to 0. So that's why it is called pull up device network and pull down network. Okay. So in a combinational circuit in CMOS style, okay, these two are always there. There is a pull up network and there is a pull down network. Okay. And the function of this is, this will make it 1 or VDD, and this will make it 0 or ground. That's why it is called pull up, and this is called pull down. Okay. And next thing is, as you know that CMOS style or static characteristics. So anytime either this pull up network is on or pull down network is on, because this is the nothing but the PMOS, this is the NMOS. So when you will give 1, this part will be on. When you will give 0, then this part will be on. Okay. So it is mutually exclusive. That means either this will be on or this will be on. So that's why at any time, any one of the network will be on. So the current will flow in this path or the current will flow in this path. Okay. That means this pool of network will charge the capacitor. Suppose there is a CL here. Okay. 1 minute. Class. Hello. Yeah. So I said it's a mutually exclusive, means either this will be on or this will be on. So that's why the current will flow either in this path or from this path. Okay. So that's why you can say, so it is also taking all the advantages of the CMOS circuit. That means power consumption is, that static power consumption is almost 0. Okay. So at a time there is no short circuit. Okay. So that's why the power consumption is less. Okay. So this is the main characteristics of the that combinational circuit using that CMOS logic style. So you can see here. So this is your pull-up network. Okay. So lot of inputs are there. Input 1, and this F, okay, is the function of this voltage. If these all are 0 or any one of this 0, okay, so it depends upon the configuration, whether it's parallel or series. Okay, all the PMOSes, whether it's a parallel or series, depends upon that. If any one or all the inputs are 0, then this will be on and your F will be VDD. And similarly, depends upon the configuration, whether all inputs are 1 or any one inputs are 1. So this output will be 0. Okay, that will be pull down. This is pull up. Okay. So here, so when we consider this pull up and pull down, so we said that in in that pull up or pull down. So I said this is the PMOSes and this is the NMOSes. Okay. So when we do the analysis, so we'll thought that transistors, okay, so we'll act as a switch. We'll think this is a switch. Okay, some finite resistance. Okay, so we'll think that there is suppose this is a PMOS. So when we'll model it, so it will be a switch. Okay, this is suppose VDD. So this is VDD. So this is a resistance, finite resistance, that RP, and there is a switch. Okay, similarly for NMOS, there is a RN. Okay, so this is your output, and this input is a function of that, suppose A, or suppose it's a single input, so you can give a function of A, or you can say it's a bar. Okay, when this input will be 1, that means a bar, this part is 0, and this will be 0, means this part will be 1. Okay, so in this way we can design a combinational circuit. So first we'll say, suppose it's an inverter. So this is a, so we already know this part, why I am giving stress, and now you will understand. So this is A. So when it will be 0, then it is VTD, and when it will be 1, then it is ground. So why we are using this PMOS in pull-up network, and why are you using this NMOS in pull-down network? Okay. So that is very important. So we can use also that NMOS in pull-up network and PMOS in pull-down network also. Okay, but why you are using NMOS in pull-down network and PMOS in pull-up network? Why it is important? So anyone can answer this?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
So
when we
you understood the questions?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, when we apply for positive voltage in the input, so the
Input means to which transistor or any circuit?
sir to the inverter.
Okay, inverter.
Yes, sir. So the if sir, where is A? You have shown A, na? In
Yes,
the
yeah.
input. So sir, the N NMOS will be open, and the PMOS will act as a path. So it can invert 1 to 0 if we change the NMOS to PMOS. So then when we apply a positive input, so the NMOS will open. So the VDD will we cannot get in the output, means it will not invert the 1 to 0 or 0 to 1.
No, I'm not getting.
So sometimes if we will change the PMOS to NMOS or NMOS to PMOS, so it will not invert the inputs.
It will not invert. Suppose I can say, so for an NMOS, okay. So this is ground. So this is VDD. Okay, this is your output. Okay. So initially, suppose it was VDD.
Yes.
Okay, now it will give VDD here. That means high voltage.
High voltage.
Okay. So what happened? So it will
act as open circuit.
come to 0. Okay. So what we will do? Suppose if we give there is a NMOS, a PMOS. Suppose this is we'll give that supply is VDD. So this is NMOS. This is output. So you can see this. There is a PMOS or NMOS. You can see here. So here you can see the examples. Okay. Why this PNMOS? Okay, here I have given the 4 examples. Okay, so you can see these things. Okay, so why a NMOS is preferred in PDN and a PMOS is preferred in PUN. You can clearly see that. Means if you use a NMOS in PDN, it means PUN. You said na, this is PUN and this is PDN. PUN is connected to VDD and PDN is connected to ground. This is your output. Okay. So when we use NMOS in PDN, that means you can see this first figure. So NMOS in PDN, that means this is your output. This part is your output. Okay. And you are giving 1 VDD and this is your ground. Okay. So this is your PDN. So what happened? That means that VGS, you can see, get to source voltage. What is the get to source voltage here?
VDD.
So directly it's VDD. That means it's strongly on. Okay, there is a huge VGS. So strongly on. That means it will strongly connected to, means that 0 will come to here. Okay, but if this part, this NMOS will connect here. Okay, now you can see, suppose this is VDD, your NMOS is connected to here and this is your output. There is some capacitor will be there definitely. Okay, this is your output. So what happened? So this will initially, this is your VDD and suppose initially this capacitor is but discharge. There is no charge in this capacitor. That means this point is 0. Yes or no? Okay, now the gate to source voltage is, what is the gate to source voltage? Initially.
VDD.
This is VDD. Initially the gate to source voltage is VDD. That means it will on strongly. So when it will on, the current will flow. So current will flow means this will charge. Okay. So this will charge towards VDD. Okay. So when this will be, this capacitor will charge VDD minus VTN. Up to this value it will charge. At that time, what is your VGS?
VDD minus VTH.
VDD minus
Minus VDD minus
VTH.
VTH. So 2 time VDD minus
VDD minus
VDD
VDD plus
VTH.
VTN.
VDD.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
X.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
will be canon. So VGS is equal to VTN. Okay. So now, when this voltage, so this is the limiting case. So after that, if this part, this capacitor will charge more than this, what happen? What is the difference?
Cut off, it will be in cut off.
Okay, that means this difference will be less than VTN. Are you getting or not? See,
Yes, sir.
so this is your VGS, this is your VD, that means gate. So this is a capacitor, see ground. When this point initial, this point was 0. Now current is flowing. This is VDD. What happens? This will increase to, it will increase towards VDD. So when it will reach VDD minus VTL, so up to that point, up to this VDD minus VTL, then this transistor will on and it will flow the current. Once this value will increase more, what happen? The difference VGS will be less than VTL. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So once this VGS will be less than VTL, what happen? So this will cut off. This transistor will cut off. There is no current flow. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here you can see, so some portion of the voltage, input voltage, okay, so this will off. Okay, that means it will not give a strong 0. Okay, so for this case, so it will give always a strong 0, means up to, for all voltage it will give a whatever, means though it's 0, so it's always on, so always give a 0. But here in this case, up to certain amount of time it will give the output. Okay, so it will not function properly, because after some time, after this VT, okay, if this point voltage is VDD minus VTN, then this will be off. Okay, so that's why we are using that NMOS in PDN, pull down network, and PMOS in PUN. Similarly, you can see here, suppose there is a PMOS in, and we are giving 0, and this is VDD, and this is your output. Okay, so though it is 0 and this is VDD, that means that VSG, okay, VSG always greater than VT or VDD, always greater than, that means it's always on. Okay, so that will give a strong 1, means always whatever, at any time it will give a 1 or VDD. Okay, but if this will connect in a PDN, means you will connect to ground. Okay, so this is the ground. This is your share, the top figure you can see. Actually, whatever we have discussed, that is this one. Okay. Okay. So you can see here. So this voltage is always not greater than VTN, because if this voltage, okay, if this voltage will means reduced, okay, and when the difference between these two will less than VTP, then this will off. Okay, so that's why the NMOS device is preferred in pull down network, and PMOS device is preferred in pull up network. Okay, so understood this point, why NMOS is preferred in pull down and why PMOS is preferred in pull up.
Yes, sir.
So everyone understood this point?
Yes, sir.
So the bottom line is, when you use NMOS in pull down, so it is always on for your high input. Okay, and similarly, when you are using PMOS in pull off, then it will be always on for a low input. Okay, but if you alternate that thing, then it will off for certain amount of voltage or certain amount of time. I mean, that means when it will be less than VT So that's why using that NMOS in pull down device and PMOS in pull up devices. Okay, this is very, very important. So just remember these things. So now, what are the construction rules? Okay, there are few construction rules. So you know, first construction, that is that's pull up devices. So that pull up devices will connected to VDD and pull down devices will connected to ground. Okay, so these are nothing but the PMOSes. This is a NMOSes. Okay, and second thing is, when you connect, when you design a circuit, this is the in pull down device NMOSes are there. When you put in series for any NAND operation, so you have to put all the pull down devices in series. Okay. Similarly, for NOR operation, so you have to put all the pull down devices in parallel. Okay. So this is the first construction rule. For NAND gate, you have to use all the devices in series, and for NOR operation, you have to use all the devices in parallel. Okay. Similarly, in PUN, for NAND operation, so all the devices in parallel, and for NOR operation, all the devices in series. So exactly it's opposite. In PDN, the series means NAND gate, parallel means NOR gate. But in PUN, series means NOR gate, parallel means NAND gate. It's exactly opposite. Okay. So you can see example. Suppose I'll say that NAND gate. So how will design this? So I said there is a two devices, that is pull up and pull down. So here two input NAND gate. Two input NAND gate. So two input means you need two transistors for network. Here two transistors, here two transistors. Yes or no? So two input NAND gate. Okay, so you know the this is J, B and F or Z. So this is two input and this is output. So now this NAND gate is nothing but a combination of a pull up network and pull down network. Okay. So this is two transistors, this is two transistors. So how I will design that? So can anybody say? So this is your PDN. So for NAND gate, what we will do?
Sir, first two PMOSes in parallel, then two NMOS in series.
Okay, two PMOSes in parallel. So here for PUN, two PMOSes in parallel. This is A, this is B. This is your out or A. So for anyone for NMOSes, what we will do?
Sir, in series,
NMOS will
like
series.
from the output node it will be connected.
So two series. So A or B or B A, you can say. This is not. So now this is your output. So now you understood how to design a circuit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, so for NOR gate, anyone say?
So first in series A and B, then input.
You can say in this way. For PUN, what
Yes,
you will
sir.
do?
For PN, it will A and B, two MOSFETs it will be in series.
For NOR, two MOSFETs, PMOSFETs will be in
Series.
series. This is A, this is B, and for
And for pull down network from the output, they A and B will NMOS will be in parallel.
so NMOS will be in parallel. This is A, this is B. Okay, so this is your combinational circuit for a NOR gate. Okay, so now you understood how you can make a circuit in these rules. Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, so these are the simple two input NAND gate. Suppose I will say 3 input NAND gate. What will do that?
So then in pull up network, three PMOS will be in series, and pull down network.
This is NAND gate.
Okay, NAND gates. So two PMOS will be in parallel.
2.
Three PMOS.
So
And
3 will be in parallel,
yes, sir.
and in pull down.
And pull down, three will be in series, A, B, and C.
Okay. So this is A, B, C, then A, B, C. Okay, this is your output. VDD ground. Okay. So similarly, you can design also for complex circuits. Okay. So this is very straightforward. This is NAND or NOR. So you can say it's simple. Means that is either series or parallel. Suppose I will say for a function. So when suppose this is I'm giving means that circuit you can design. Suppose I will give a function that is suppose f is equal to a plus b into c bar. So what will do?
So for in pull up network.
For BC, there will be so PC
The
will be
first
connected,
NAND.
that will be connected to
No.
So first you will see that this part. So this is actually a NAND gate. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So NAND gate. So what you will do? Suppose first think about the pull down. So pull down means this BC. So BC will be in series or parallel?
In parallel.
Series.
Okay, series. So this is B, this is C. Then next, that is plus.
So then parallel with A.
Parallel with
A.
A.
Yeah. So this is your pull down network.
Yes.
So once you will draw the pull down, then the pull up is not in the duality of this.
Yes.
Okay. So what you will do for that?
So then B and C will be in
Parallel
parallel.
for B and C, series
BC
with A.
parallel.
Series with A.
So BC in parallel,
Series
series with.
A series.
Okay. So this is your output. So this is nothing but the function of this whole.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So if we have to implement simple and logic or logic.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you can do that also. So for AND, what will be the?
Sir, only one inverter will be connected to the output.
So anyone else?
Yes, sir. If we connect
No,
a inverter.
I'm asking others. Just do it. Others, I'll ask others. So Akanksha, can you do this for AND gate? First of all, first say what is the function of AND gate? Again, I am asking. Susri,
Yes, sir.
first say the what is the function of AND gate? Suppose the output F is equal to
So, according to the truth table, if I say then it's zeros, if we have
no.
some,
F is equal to what is? Suppose two input AND gate. This is A and B. There is two input. What is the function? In your digital electronics subject, you have not studied that logic gates. What is the function of AND gate?
yes, as AP, like F is equals to A dot B. Yes, sir.
So A dot B. Okay. So how will you implement this in your transistor, that CMOS logic? This is a combinational circuit. How will implement this?
So for dot we use so in parallel.
For parallel, which one will be parallel? PDN, PUN. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Soumya.
Yes, sir. So I have hello.
Soumya, not Soumya.
Okay.
Soumya Sagatka Panda. Okay, Swapnanjali. So where you are? Are you there or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but just say how to implement this. Okay, so just say inverter, how to implement?
So how to implement the inverter in a circuit?
Inverter circuit. So what will be in the PUN, what will be in the PDN?
So when we want to invert the applied input, then we use the inverter circuit.
So no, very simple question. This is PUN, this is PDN. Pull up network and pull down network. So for that inverter implementation, what will be there?
Hey, पिलांग को अपडेट अच्छी दियो तो
What will be
अच्छी नहीं
there?
तो
Yes, please. Okay, so which device will be here and which device will be here?
So in the so there will be PMOS and CMOS respectively,
PMOS?
and CMOS.
What is the CMOS? So can you draw the can you say I'll draw for you? What is CMOS?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what you are doing.
So,
Yes.
the PMOS are in parallel first.
Okay, how many transistors in parallel?
So two.
2. Okay.
PMOS.
Two PMOSes are in parallel. Okay, what will be the name?
Uh, Sir, AB.
A, B. Okay, so then
Then two NMOS are in series.
okay. So what's the name?
CD.
CD. So what will be the function? Output F.
Yes, sir.
No, what is the F?
So,
So this is yeah, okay. No, so this is the circuit of a inverter.
no, sir. For AND gate.
So for AND gate.
For-
Oh, you are saying
Sir, after that F, we insert an inverter in that circuit. First one is the PMOS, then the NMOS in series.
here it is correct.
Yes, sir.
No, so okay, we'll discuss this. But I said that if for inverter, but we have for inverter.
So for inverter, the NMOS and PMOS are in series.
Series. Okay. Okay, correct. But in PUN, which device will connect?
So PMOS.
So one device connect will be here. But here you are saying it's AND gate. But why it's AB and why it is CD?
No, sir. Uh, first PMOS and the first NMOS are A, and the second PMOS and the second NMOS are B. No CD.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's correct, but too much confusion. Okay. So all are understood how to implement that AND gate. Similarly, you can also say OR gate. Okay. So anyone can say about that OR gate. What is the structure?
So in PUN,
Sir,
A and B will be in series.
Yes.
And then in
PMOS in series and NMOS in parallel, then one inverter connected to the output.
then pull down A and B will series, and from the output it will be
So
in
pull down in series or pull down in parallel?
parallel.
Parallel, pull down parallel.
Then output will be connected to an inverter.
So you are connected to
Inverter. Then pull up PMOS, pull down NMOS.
okay. So this is order. Okay. So in this way, you can design any circuit. Okay. So this is also some simple circuits that A or B or A and B not, and even if it's 3 input or 4 input, still it's simple. But when you will go for the complex, okay. So you have to think about. Suppose I'll say A plus B into C plus D. So what will be the circuit?
And pull down
Sir, C
network.
plus D.
Then pull down network A and B will be in parallel.
Okay.
and series
In
with
series
CD in parallel. The A and B in parallel, CD in parallel, they both will be in series.
AB
AB parallel,
in parallel.
yeah, yes, then they both will be series.
CD in parallel, then both in series.
So AB, CD.
Yes,
So similarly here,
here AB will
Uh,
series with
AB series,
AB in
CD
series,
series, both in parallel.
CD important.
parallel with CD in series.
so in this way.
Yes,
Suppose, okay, can I say A plus B into C?
so I have a question.
Hmm.
So if we have a Boolean expression, so we will follow through left. We will implement the circuit from left to right or right to left. Is it?
Where?
That means if we will implement from A to from we will start the circuit building from A or we will start the circuit from B dot C. Means if we have a complex.
So
large
there is no certain rules. You can start from anywhere. Finally, the circuit is one type. So whatever you used. So here you can how you will do this.
So in pull down network, B and C will be in series parallel with A. B and C will be series parallel with A.
Okay. So if you do the pull down, then easily you can do the
Yes, sir. Pull up.
pull up network.
Then it
Then
in pull up network, B and C in parallel with series with A.
okay. So these type of circuit generally, okay. So generally we can say it's complex circuit, that is AOI or OAI. Okay, this is AND or invert or and invert. Okay, so AND or invert generally it's the sum of products. Generally, you know, the sum of products. That means suppose this is AND, then or, then invert. Okay, so this is about A, B, C, D. Then this circuit will be AND, then or, then invert. Okay. Similarly, for this circuit, you can say this is B. So this is B, C, and this is, you can say it's not. Or invert. Okay. So in this way, so for complex circuits, whether it's AND or invert or and invert, so you have to first decompose in this way. Okay, you have to understand how we'll do that, because it's the first AND means in pull down what you will do, series. For AND you have to do the series, then or, then you have to do the parallels. Okay, then finally the inverter, because whatever circuit will come, that is the inverter version of that. Okay, so if there is no inverter, then you have to connect one inverter at the output. Okay, like AND gate. This is A dot B. Okay, so what you have done? So at the end of that circuit, this is, you have connected one inverter, because by default whatever circuit you are getting, that is inverted. Okay, that is either NAND nor like that format. So if you are getting, if I want to get a AND gate, then you have to connect a inverter, or gate you have to connect a inverter. Okay, so like that. So if I will not give this bar here, then you have to connect a inverter at the output of that. Okay, you have to implement, then you have to inverter and give a inverter at the output. Okay. So now that few of examples have given, these are the means inverter, then how we will design the buffer. Okay, so NAND gate, this is the AND gate, this is NOR gate, this is the OR gate. Okay, similarly, if we have given the function like that, a plus b bar, okay, how we will design that? Okay, so for this b bar, you have to design a inverter. Okay, once you will get this value, then you can easily make a NOR gate. Yes or no? So because here a plus b bar. Now think about this is some input. Don't think about this is b bar. This is some input. A plus x. B bar is equal to x. Okay. So a plus x bar. So that's it's a NOR gate. So when you will design, that means this is x, this is a, this is x, this is a. Okay. So this is your circuit.
Again.
Now, so what is your x? What is your x? X is nothing but b bar. So b bar means this is a inverter. Okay, how will you get b bar? If you will give b, then you will get b bar by using inverter. So what you can do? So you will use a inverter here. This is b, and this is your b bar. So this b bar will connect to here and here. Got the point? So after that, you will count the transistor. How many transistors are there? This is 2, this is 2, 4, and this is 2, 6. Okay. So what I have done. Similarly, a bar plus b bar. Okay. So here, this part, suppose this is x, this is y, and this is a NOR gate. So you have to design a NOR gate, but at the input, you have to give a bar and b bar. So that's why I put a bar, b bar. Okay. And this again, you can do this circuit. So why I have given this example? Suppose this is a bar plus b bar. So if you implement this will take 2 transistors. This will take 2 transistors, and this is 4. How many transistors required? 8 or not? 8 transistor. But this thing you can do other way. So this is by applying De Morgan's theorem. So this will be a dot b. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now,
Yes, sir.
if you will implement this, you can see this one. Okay. So it means 4 plus 2. This is this 2 to 4 plus 2. So here 6 transistor. Then you will go for which circuit? This one or this one?
A dot B.
A dot B.
A dot B. So because you are in this circuit, you are getting less area. Okay. So less transistors. So these sometimes someone will give the function, means you have to first work on that. You have to minimize that. Okay. What is the minimum transistors required for to make that circuit? Okay. So after that, you will design a circuit. Okay. So you can design any method, but the minimum is preferred. Okay.
Sir, why do we need that 6 transistor in that A dot B? Sir, it will be for A, it will be 2, and B, it will be 2, no, sir.
This is your AND gate, na? So
Got it, sir. Got it.
A B. If
Yes.
it's bar means it's 4. It's A B dot B means it's 6. Okay, because another inverter you are adding at the output.
Yes,
Okay. So again, this is a plus B bar dot C. I already said. So in this way,
Hello, sir.
yes.
So how will we verify in the output that the same output we are getting in the Boolean expression? If we means, how will we verify the output?
That function, from that function you can verify. Suppose this is a bar plus b bar, and I said it is a dot b. Okay, it's the same.
No, sir.
That's
No,
why you are.
I mean, how we will check in the circuit, in the CMOS
You
circuit?
can so here if you then I'll draw for this. So for this first one I'm drawing here. So
Yes.
this is your A and this is your B. Okay, now we got A bar, B bar. So
Yes.
now this is a NOR gate. So this is series.
It will parallel as a dot B. Pull-up network will be in parallel.
No, I'm doing this.
Okay, 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 sir.
Okay. So this one. Okay. So this is output. Suppose the truth table is, suppose A is equal to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So what will be the output? F.
0, 0, 1.
So if it will be okay 0, 0. What is the
So first 0.
0, 0, 0, 1.
0, 0, 0, 1.
Okay. So now if both will be 0, then you are getting 0. So it will 0. This 1, 0 means this is 1. Okay. So if one, this one, then both will be okay.
Yes,
Off.
Off.
And this
On.
This is 1, this is 1. Both will be on. So you will get a 0.
Yes.
Okay. For this case, you can. So anyone will be off means path
Yes,
will be off, because this
Path
is
will be
series. Okay.
Yes.
Here anyone will be means when it will be 0, then anyone will be 1. That means one circuit will break means there is total path will be off. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here parallel, any one of the transistor will on means you will get 0. Okay. So this one or this one will get 0. For these two, 1, 1. If both will be 1, then both will be 0 here. Okay. So this will be off. This will be off. This will be on. Okay.
On.
So VDD will come.
Okay. Thank you.
So directly A dot B also you can easily can do that. A dot B, that is okay. So A B, A B. Okay, A B. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1. So any
Then
case you can check.
Then pull down, it will be series A dot B.
Sorry. Yeah, you are correct. Okay, so here one inverter. So when both will be 0.
Yes.
Okay, both will be 0 means, so this will on.
On.
Okay, that means it's VDD. It's 0.
0.
Huh?
Yes.
So both will be 0 means this 2 will be on. You will get 1 here.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Then it will be. Yes, sir.
It will be 0. So any case, so 0 0 0 1 or 1 0. So anyone will be on. That means you will get VDD. VDD means it's 0. But if both will be 1, then completely this will off, this will be on. So you will get 0 here. It will get VDD 1. Verified?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we will do, These are the basic things you learn. Now the important thing comes here. Okay. Suppose one of the circuit will take the NAND gate. So you can see this is the static inverter, static characteristic of the NAND gate. Okay. So here we are saying that we are analyzing 1 to 0. Okay, this input will make it 1 to 0. Okay, you will increase the input and this will increase or decrease, that we will see. That output will be 1 to 0. Okay, so that is purely data dependent. So when it will be 1 to 0?
So when pull down network will be active.
Pull down network will be active, means
active.
both will be.
Yes, sir. A and B.
Both will be on. Then
Yes, sir.
this will be 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we increase. Now you see when both three conditions will come. Okay, for making this VDD to ground, we need 3 combinations. Here the combinations will be okay. So first combination will be, you can see when both A equal to B 0 to 1. That means initially A and B was 0, but now both A and B will be 0 to 1, means 0 to VDD. So that time these two transistors will on or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for that case, you are getting this type of curve. When A is initially A was on, means it's VDD, but B we make it 0 to 1, means 0 to VDD. Then both will on. This is the first case. Second case, A is equal to 1 and B 0 to 1. Then both will on. You will get an output. In third case, B is equal to 1 and A 0 to 1. Then in 3 cases, this will be on. And fourth cases, both A and B is equal to 0. That means it will not work. Okay. So you will not get 0 at this. So in these 3 conditions, we will get 0 or not? Yes or no first?
Yes, sir.
Or you are not understanding?
Yes, sir. We will get 0.
Okay. So in these 3 cases, we will get 0. Means at the output, it will be 0. Means 1 to 0. So, but why these 3 different curves? But in inverter case, there was a single. But here, we are getting 3 different curves. 3 different curves with different shift. Okay. So anyone can explain this?
Sir, it is with the strength of PMOS and NMOS. That is good. Is good.
This is the strength of.
Sir, according to the PMOS and NMOS, if the PMOS is good as compared to NMOS, then it will shift right side, and it is less, then it will shift left side, because NMOS will be pulling it down quickly.
Yes. So here you can see when both will be 1. Okay. That means this both will be 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this both will be 0. Now you can see both here we have modulated one resistor is one resistor. Yes or no? So now strength of when you are connecting parallel, that resistor will be half or not? That means strength of the PMOS or PUN device will be more or not?
Yes, sir.
In inverter case, we have discussed that thing. If you are increasing strength of this, suppose this was your initial. So if you are increasing strength of NMOS, your curve is like left shift. If you are increasing the strength of this, your curve is like right shift. These things we have discussed. Remember or forgot everything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It
Remember.
depends upon the strength.
Yes.
Okay. So here, both PMOS will be on means. Okay, when you are giving 0, then this strength will be high combinedly. That means PMOS strength will be high means this will shift right. Now, here the case when you will connect one will off, one will on. Here also. Okay. So that means the strength will be decreases. That means you can say the strength of NMOS PDN side is increases. So that means it's coming this side, left side. And again, here also you can say, in past cases it is clearly understood. Means if both will be, means the strength will increases because both will be on. So that's why clearly it is shifted right. But here in two cases, either this will be one on, or this is initially on. This will do give the voltage VDD here or to conduct this one, or initially it was on, will conduct this one. So this in both cases still there is some difference. Okay. So why this is? Are you getting? I mean, the curve you are getting, how why you are getting first one, this one, because the strength will be more, or strength of NMOS will be less. Strength of NMOS is less. How you can say? This is both are in series. Okay. So if both resistors are in series, then total resistance will be more. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then strength also decreases. So that means either PMOS strength increases or NMOS strength decreases. So that's why the core will be shift right side. Okay. But here in these two cores, the third, so in these two, A is equal to 1 and B 0 to 1, or B is equal to 1, A 0 to 1. Okay. So why there is some differences? Can anyone say?
Sir,
Yes.
I think B is connected to ground. So it is.
Yeah, this is connected to ground. Oh, that is okay, but this is okay, but this is not sufficient answer. So there is something. So can anybody say?
So actually, the in the second case, the A is short circuited. So the output when the output will be grounded, so it will not take the delay for A to become open 0 to 1. Means
No, I'm not. There is no capacitance. I'm talking about nothing about the capacitance. It's purely static characteristics. So there is no delay things. So you can answer in other way. So it is purely steady state.
So the A is already short circuited, but the B will be short circuited after some time. It will means
No, it's a, there is no time discussion here. Okay. This is V in, this is V out.
yes,
Okay. So there is no time here. So you see the curve, that is V in versus V out. So you cannot relate with time in here. So I'll give you a hint. So we have discussed the body effects. Okay. Body
Sir,
effect of
in
transistor.
M2,
So now you can
substrate
give
is
the
not
answer.
zero.
Yes, yes.
Sir, in M2 substrate is not zero. That means the VSP is not zero for M2.
Yeah. The VSP is not zero.
active.
Exactly. That means threshold voltage of this transistor will be means there is some voltage here, na? So VSB, source to work is a positive voltage. So what will be the threshold voltage of this M2?
Yeah,
See,
that
will be
when
1 plus lambda into VSP times.
what it will decrease or increase? Just don't. So I always say don't relate with
Sir,
the
VT will increase.
equations. Yes. What is the VT? Will increase or decrease?
Sir, it will increase.
It
Yes.
will increase.
Yes. When your positive VSB will be there, okay, then your threshold voltage will increase. Okay. So if the threshold voltage will increase, then what happen? So definitely it will take
So there
some
will be some
little.
delay.
Yes, exactly. So because after some means after some voltage, it will start to on, na? Because to on the transistors, so means there is transition. So need that it depends upon threshold voltage. If threshold voltage will be more, then the transition will be different or not? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is clearly you can. So in the first case, because both will be on, so the strength of these two decreases, strength of two increases. So that's why it is shifted right. But in these cases, ideally you can say both will be the same curve. It will be merged. But due to this threshold voltage change, okay, because this threshold voltage increases, so one will, that is strength also changes. Okay, so one will be here, another will be here. There is some shift. Okay, so now you got this point. Why these two are there? It's not a single one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, but there is a difference between both second case and third case.
This one and this one.
Yes, sir.
That thing I am saying now. So this one I already said because this is clearly understood. Because if both will be one, then this two will be on, then two resistance will be series. The strength will be less, and
Yes.
here parallel. Strength will be more. That's why
Yes.
PMOS strength will be more and NMOS strength will be less. That's why it will shift right.
Yes.
But for these two, so if there is no body effect, so exactly whether A is equal to 1 or B is equal to 1. Okay, so just two curve will be in same position. But due to some threshold voltage mismatch, here the threshold voltage is less, here the threshold voltage is more. So that's why there is some deviation. Okay,
Yeah, okay, sir.
clearly understood this thing?
Yes, sir.
So now here in 3 cases. Okay. So propagation delay of complementary CMOS gate. Now we can discuss about the propagation delay. That is static characteristics. As inverter, we have discussed first static characteristics, then dynamic characteristics. Now similarly here also in combinational circuit. So this is the static characteristics and how the curves coming like this, that we have discussed. In NOR also you can in NOR circuit, it is NAND. In NOR you can also derive this curve, or you can draw this curve. Okay. And this is the propagation delay. Okay. So here in propagation delay, as in the inverter, we have modeled this transistor as a resistor with a switch. Okay. So here you can see 2 resistors. So we'll assume that same sizes. So RP are same. Here RN. Okay. So here one thing will come. Another C internal will come at this point between M2 and M1. Okay. So that thing is small resistance. For this 2 input NAND gate, this is small. So for first order calculation, we can ignore this. Okay. For simplification. So you can ignore this. But if you will add this, then definitely some performance deviation will be there. But for simplicity of calculation, we can ignore this. Okay. Here again for propagation delay, you can calculate that if the input will be 1 to 0, how the output functions. Okay. You can see easily if A is equal to B is equal to 1, means 1 to 0. Means 1 to 0, both will be A and B 1 to 0. Then what is the propagation delay? And other cases, A is equal to 1 to 0, B is equal to 1, or A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 to 0. So in these 3 cases, you can easily calculate. Okay. So here you can see both will be on. That means these 2 will be on. And this is 0, this is 0, A is 0, B 0. Okay. So I said that resistive part. So you can see if you model these 2 resistors. Okay, these 2 resistors. Okay. So this is 0, this is 0. That means both will be added parallelly. That means it's Rn by 2. RP by 2. Okay. So you know propagation delay 0.69 into RC. Yes or no?
Sir,
Yeah.
LN or sir?
No, LN. 0.69 is LN2. So I replaced
Yes,
that.
sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So 0.969 to RC. So here in the place of R, you can put R by 2 because it's a parallel. That means propagation delay will decrease. Okay, that's it. This is the propagation delay for first case. And so if you, this is the only case. Second case is when only one of this on and one will off. What will happen? Only one register will come. Then 0.69 into RC. Okay. In other case also, you can see that's 0.69 into RC. Okay. But difference is for this one. Okay. So this is A is equal to 1 to 0, B is equal to 1. Okay. And A is equal to 1, B equal to 1 to 0. So these 2 differences only because of this C internal. Okay. So now you can understand this very deeply. Okay. And here also I have given a chart. I have taken this from a book, that Abe book, you can see. This is the way how the propagation delay changes according to the input data. If input data 0, 0 or 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So how it is changes. Okay. What is the worst case delay? What is the best case delay? Okay, so this is, you can see here the best case delay is this one. When A
Sir?
is equal to B, yes.
Sir, in the first case, that VTC characteristics, when
Yes.
the first one where the NMOS was better than PMOS, so there the NMH and NML was very less as compared to both, because those are steeper than this slope.
Yes,
So
yeah,
delay
NMH
is
and
decreasing,
that will change
delay
definitely.
is decreasing, but
No, NMH and because that is not symmetrical. Suppose for both will be on, that will be NMH, NML definitely it will be deviate from that means middle value. So your question is,
sir, I was saying the first case. That means when the slope is the NMOS is better than the PMOS. The first case in the VTC curve, previous slide.
yes, this
Yes,
one.
the first A B equals to an A 0 to C.
Which case? Third case? The second case?
C1, huh? Yes.
Yes.
Sir, there the NMH and NL difference is low as compared to these two curves.
Actually, there is, we have not done any reference here, but you can calculate according to the reference. If you compare this with the inverter, then you can predict that what will be that noise matching, because whatever size here we have taken according to the inverter. Okay, that 3 times or 2.94 times. If we take the PMOS sizes of NMOS, then the inverter noise margin will be exactly symmetrical. Similarly, if we compare with that inverter, so here you can see what will be that.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my
But
point?
sir, if the delay will be decreasing,
A delay for
yes,
propagation
sir.
delay,
Sir,
or
another thing, if delay will decrease,
you are saying the
propagation
yeah.
delay will decrease.
You are saying the
Sir,
propagation delay.
another question.
Sir, one
If
more
the delay
thing.
will decrease, then the noise will decrease.
So that's why I'm showing you this thing. Definitely, if you compare with that inverter, okay. So here the delay is, the best case delay is this 35 picosecond. Okay, the worst case delay is 76 picosecond. Okay, so here in these two cases, your noise margin greatly deviate. Okay. Yes, Sotabdi, still you.
Yes, sir. Sir, another thing. So, the best case will be when the two inputs will be equal.
No, that is,
Connected to the
yeah, that is actually in inverter case. Will not say that best case to we already that calculate the optimized delay. Okay, optimized beta value for minimum delay. Okay, that is the best case actually. It is the symmetrical case when both TPHL or TPLH will be same. That is the general case by changing, doing the PMOS sizes according to that mu p by mu n by mu p. So that will be the symmetrical value will get the noise margin or that TPHL, whatever rise time, fall time. But the minimum TP, suppose you require minimum TP, that W by WP will be that beta ratio. Beta will be root over of that WP by
1.9.
WA. Yes, yes. So that is the best case actually. Okay, for TP. But here, this case, this is that propagation delay some it is minimum is 35, maximum is 70 case. This is though it is less, you can say it's best case. Okay, and though it's very high, it's called worst case. Okay, but this also changes, because when both will be 1, that means both PMOS will be on, or this NMOS will be on. In that case, we will calculate the both worst and best case. Okay, because of that resistances. So in between, these things will come when any one of the gate will be on, other will be off. Okay, and also due to that threshold voltage body effect, also that will some deviation will come. Okay, that is a minor thing, but so according to that, we'll get different timings, different delays. So from that different delay, we can calculate which one is the best, which one is the worst, which are the typical. Typically, generally will not get, but for any one gate is on. So what we are getting. So these are the things. So according to that,
Yes.
noise margin will be changed. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Sneha, you are asking something?
Yes, but sir, I will discuss after the class.
Okay. Same also. So here also we are implemented the NAND gate here. Also, you can also implement that NOR gate also. Okay, static characteristics of the NOR gate. Then the dynamic means that the delay things of NOR gate also. Similarly, you can say the which one is strength more, which one is strength less, either PUN or PDM. Okay, because these two are series. Okay, these two are series means in NOR gate that resistor will be add. Okay, so you can say that TP HL means TP LH, low to high, will be more here. Okay, when both will be on, because the resistance will be add. So here you can calculate similarly for this case. What is the best case? What is the worst case? Okay, and here. So we you can analyze these two, but we have to conclude. We have to conclude in a point whether the NAND implementation or NOR implementation, which one is good. That you have to think. Okay, so lot of circuits we can either doing by NOR implementation, or you can do by NAND implementation. But which one will be preferred? If we'll do by NAND implementation, is it preferred, or by NOR implementation is it preferred? That we'll discuss. Okay. So here you can see. So everything is mentioned here. Just I am briefing that point. So if we'll compare this, the delay things with the inverter, that means we assume whatever the delay we are getting in inverter, same delay we will get here also. Okay, so what we will do? So if we do that, then we can easily compare the performance of these two, and finally we will conclude that whether NAND is better or NOR is better. Okay, suppose think about this first one. This is NAND, or this is one inverter. Okay, so for inverter, because it's giving an inverted output. So for inverter, so this is your RN, this is your RP. Okay, but here you can see, think about the TPHL, high to low. Okay, means this will on, when this will be on, then it will get TPHL, high to low. Similarly, when these two will be on, both A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1, then you will get TPHL. Okay. So here in inverter, you will get 0.69 into RNCL. But here in NAND case, 0.69 into 2 RNCL. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
because this is two, it is connected in series, both will be on means these two are series, so 2 Rn into Cl. Okay, so the class is over. So what we'll do, we'll stop here or
Actually, we have
Another
Sir, we
class.
have another class now.
so we'll stop here.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So okay, so up to this you just revise, then we'll start in the next class from here. Okay, so you all can left, but Sneha's Venkat, you can stay here. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Sneha Venkat practice.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so for so what we are saying that, so if we'll compare the performance of this NAND gate and NOR gate with inverter, so easily we can, that is a reference, inverter is a reference. So if we'll compare with that performance, then easily you can find out whether NAND is better or NOR is better. Okay, so what I said, in inverter, the TPHL, TP high to low. Okay, that means this is your CL. When this initially it was high and it will go to low, that means this transistor will on. Okay. Now you can ask any question if you have doubt. This is Rn, this is Rp, this is your CL, this is inverter. Okay. Now this will 1 to 0 means this will discharge in this path. Yes or no?
Yes,
Then TP will be your propagation delay. Okay, this is the RC delay is equal to, actually this is the formulated is 0.9 RNCL. Okay, but in this case, inverter case, when the current will flow in this path, there is two resistance, because we are sizing that NMOS same as inverter sizing. That's why we are getting Rn. Here also will get Rn. So what will happen? TP will be in this case 0.69 into 2 Rn CL. Okay, so compare this. So this is double. The TP is double here. Okay, so this thing will be for TP low H2 high, TP H2L. So this is constant. You cannot change for a NAND gate. So this will be always double. But in other cases, in another two cases are there, well, it will be that is TPHL, but TPLH you can calculate. TPLH low to high. So that will happen in two cases. Either this will 1 or this will be 0, this will be on, or this will be 0. Yes or no? There is two path. So the current will either flow in this path or in this path. So any one of these PMOS will on means there is a current flow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is, in this case, TPLH. Okay, so three cases will be there actually. Three cases means when both will be on.
And both will be 0.
Both will be on, or any one, either this will be on or this will be on.
Yes.
Okay, so when both will be 0 means both will be on. So what happened? You can see this is parallel.
yes, sir.
Okay, RP and RP are parallel. So once both will be parallel, then resistance will be half. So in that case, you can get 0.69 into RP by 2 into CL. Okay, but any one, suppose any one will be either this or this, any one will be on, then TPLH is equal to same 0.69 into RPCL. Okay, so here the best case is this one, because your TPLH here half, if you compare this. Okay, so this is always constant, you cannot do with this, means TPHL high to low, but here TPLH two cases will become, one will be best case, one will be worst case. The best case is half of that worst case. Okay, so here, so if you will say the worst case delay of NAND gate is this TPHL, and the worst case delay of TPLH is equal to this. Okay, got the point? Similarly, same thing we can do for NOR gate also. In NOR gate, you can see here NOR gate. Here, when these two will be on, then we will get a low to high, because this two will be on means VDD will come to the output. Yes, that means we can say TPLH low to high, that only will happen when both will be on. Yes or no? Low to high. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so in that case, when both will be on, then again 2 RP. So your TPLH is equal to 0.69 into 2 RP into CL. So this is constant, we cannot change, because for low to high, only one possible way, means both will be on. Okay, that is means 2 times of that. But in these cases, 2 cases again will come. TPHL, high to low. High to low means either both 2 will be on or any one will be on. Either this or this. Okay. So when both will be on, then 0.69 into Rn by 2. Parallel, both will parallel. Rn by 2 into CL. Another case will go TPHL, that is 0.69 into Rn CL, because any one will be on. Okay. So now here you can see, if we will compare with that inverter, okay. So definitely for NAND gate, that TPHL and NOR gate TPLH, we cannot do with that. Okay, but in this case, so we will assume that post case. What is the post case? This is.
Yes, yes.
When you will design any circuit, so we will take the worst case delay. So this is the worst case delay.
Yeah.
So that means for NAND, so TPHL is equal to 0.69 into 2 Rn CL, and TPLH is equal to 0.69 into Rn RPCL. But in NOR, this two clearly, this is very important. TPLH 0.69 into 2 RPCL and TPHL is equal to 0.69 RPCL. Okay, so now you can see whatever TLH or THL. So if you compare with the inverter, then it is same. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, for inverter also same thing. so this value, this LH or HL, so that is shape. So we will not think about this. Now we think about these two. Okay. So in NAND gate, you can see this is 0.69. 2 Rn term coming here in NAND, and in NOR 2 Rp is there. Okay. So when you will make it equal to inverter, what we will do? So we have to make 2 Rn to Rn and 2 Rp to Rp. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because you want to equal with the inverter delay, so you have to make 2 Rn to Rn and 2 Rp to Rp. Okay. So if you will do that, then what will do in the size? If the resistance is double, we want to make it half, then what will be the size?
If resistance is double, then it will decrease.
No, initially it was double. So you want to make it half. Then
Which should increase.
That means W should increase 2 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
That means W1 new is equal to 2Wn previous. Yes or no? Means you want to make Rn is equal to half, means W should be 2 times. Similarly, for a NOR gate also, WP new is equal to 2WP previous. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Now think here. We know WP already, means if you increase 2 things here, the area which transistor have more area?
PMOS.
PMOS transistor have more area. Okay. So what will happen? If you will increase, this is in NOR case. This is in NOR case, this is in NAND case. Okay. So if you will increase PMOS size double, will equal to the inverter. Similarly for NAND, if you will increase and W 2 times, then you will get the equal value. Now, if you increase P value, then the area will be more. If you increase this, that area will be lesser than this. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Because initially this area will be always more. Means suppose your area is equal to NMOS is equal to 1, means it is 3. PMOS is equal to 3, is NMOS 1. Means around 3 times you can to getting the better performance or symmetrical performance, we are doing this 3 times. Okay. Now for getting with same inverter value, whatever the value, we have to change to 6, but here you have to change only 2. Then in the overall circuit, suppose a big circuit is there, so you have to implement with, there is a means option, either you have to implement in NAND or NOR. Okay, this is a bigger circuit block, so you can implement either in NAND, using NAND or using NOR. So which one will be preferred now, you can say?
NAND.
NAND, because if you will implement with NAND, to get same performance, you are increasing 2 times the area. But if you will use NOR gate, you are increasing 6 times.
It's more area.
Okay, it's 3 times more area. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's why always it's preferred that any circuits, if you will try to make it with NAND implementation, then the overall area will be less. Okay, so that's why here you always try to implement any circuit with this type of implementation, because if you increase this value, then the overall area will be less compared to if you increase this value. Okay, if you make half of this, means the area will be double here, but here the area will be double, but though the NMOS size will be less, that double will be also 3 times lesser than this double. Okay, so that thing I have mentioned here. So, and these are the complex logic circuits we have discussed. So you understood this part, why NAND implementation is preferred over the NOR implementation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
Sir.
your question.
sir, no, that is different. Sir, related to this only. Sir, we also have some logical effort and calculation of. Sir, it is related to this only.
This only, yeah. Logical effect actually will extend this thing by logical effect. Actually, this is if you know this, then it will be easy to understand the logical effects. Okay, why everything is compared to the inverter. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. That there also we compare with inverter.
Yes. So that's why, but without the taking the name of logical effect, I have done same thing. Okay. So once this you understood, then when you will extend this thing to more circuits, means that 3 input NAND gate, 4 input NAND gate, or 4 input NOR gate, or even if that complex circuits, AOI, that time we will use that logical effect term and we will compare. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And so, what was your question? This one or any other questions we'll discuss?
Yes, sir. So that one.
That logical effect.
Yeah, BTC curve. No, sir. BTC
Okay,
curve.
this curve we can see.
Yes, sir.
This one,
Yeah, sir. Sir, if we are considering the body effect.
Yes.
Sir, then M1 substrate is also not connected to ground there.
No, M1 substrate is actually I have not shown here, but it is ground. M1 substrate is ground, but this substrate is ground. Okay, everyone substrate is NMOS substrate is ground. Okay, so implicitly it is ground actually. So the substrate is ground. Here also this is ground. Okay. So though it is ground, so due to this VDS, some voltage will be here. Okay, it's not ground exactly. Okay. Suppose some 0.4 to 0.3, whatever. So that means VSB is equal to some positive voltage. Okay, so if VSB is positive, then your threshold voltage, is VT0 plus that gamma
1 plus lambda into VSB.
No, that is phi t plus VSB minus phi t.
This equation, yes.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So this equation will get. So your overall VT will increase. Okay.
Yes.
So so overall VT increases means it will take it will wait for some more voltage to on the transistor. Okay.
Sir,
so
means M2 will become weaker.
Yes, M2 will be weaker actually.
So if M2 is weaker, then it will go to ground, like pull down circuit will be weaker.
Pull down circuit will be weaker.
So the curve should shift to right side.
No, we can discuss this curve. Is there any wrong? Okay. So first one, no need to discuss. Okay, first one is okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, sorry.